What's up, guys? Welcome back, and thanks for taking a little time to spend a little time with me. Just got another quick vlog here that we're going to talk about in regards to Vontaze Burfict. I'm a little late on the video. I meant to do this a couple days ago when the suspension came out, but I just wanted to give my reaction to the suspension and give you guys an opportunity in the comments to let me know how you feel. Now, Vontaze Burfict was suspended for 3 games. Of course, this will be a next season, being as that they're not playing anymore in this season, as far as the postseason and what have you. And it was because of the hit that he administered, I'm being politically correct here, the hit that he administered on Antonio Brown in the wild card playoff game. Now, here are my thoughts. I can't say whether or not the 3-game suspension was warranted. I definitely feel like some punishment should have come down. Like I said, I'm not the one to say if it should be 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, 4 games, whatever. I'm not the one that makes that determination, and I don't know how they make that determination. However, I will say, I think the penalty that he received, it probably good. I guess it equals out to be what it is. I don't have a problem with him being suspended for 3 games because to me it was a dirty shot. And like I said in a prior video, the hit may not have gone the way that it did. It wouldn't have got as much attention had it not been for Burfict's previous actions. This is what I'm saying. This is a guy who was very talented in college, and because of off-field things and on-field things, he slips, he doesn't get drafted. Marvin Lewis takes a chance on him. He's had more prior incidents in the NFL. He's had prior instances earlier in the season against the Steelers. So it's like when you portray yourself like that, then it is what it is. Like, I don't feel sorry for you in that regard because now you're labeled as a dirty player. Now, I'm not going to be biased. I've heard reports that the Steelers are not all the way innocent. Maybe not. Who's to say what happened on that field? I'm not going to sit here and act like that nobody didn't do anything. Like the Joey Porter incident. He did come out on the field. He ran his mouth to Pacman Jones, and I'm going to get to that in just a moment. But at the end of the day, you're accountable for your own actions. The level of play that Vontaze Burfict has is phenomenal. This dude is a great football player, but he's going to ruin it because he's dirty. Or he just allows his emotions to take him a little too far over the edge. Now, I don't care what anyone says. If you look at the 2 games that we played the Bengals, the latter 2 games, you look at the shot he put on Ben Roethlisberger in the game prior to this one, the playoff game when he went low, him coming over to the Steelers side of the field and starting trouble. And then clearly the shot that he put on Antonio Brown. Some people try to say he checked up. I don't know about that. It looks like to me after the ball was gone, after it was gone, he did lower his shoulder and he threw the shoulder into Antonio Brown's head. That's just what I saw. And like I said, I'm not being biased or anything just because I'm a Steelers fan. It just is what it is because I like good football. Like I said, I like Vontaze Burfict. I like his tenacity. I just don't like the dirty stuff. So, in my opinion, yeah, he should have got some type of penalty, whether it was 3 days or not. I can't answer that. Like I said, I don't know what goes into figuring that out, but I definitely feel like whatever penalty he got, he probably deserved. Now, as far as Pacman Jones, let me say this about Pacman Jones. This is the part that's upsetting me about what he's claiming. Because now he's saying, oh, if Antonio Brown plays, then he was faking. And, if he doesn't play, then, I'll be willing to give an apology and all of that. Forget all of that. The fact of the matter is he got hit. Nobody can deny that he got hit. Whether he faked it or not, like what difference does him faking being, concussed have to do with anything? We all saw the hit. So even if Antonio Brown was not hurt, guess what? The penalty flag would have still come in. So that doesn't even matter. So I don't understand why Pacman Jones is going down that road. He's faking, I saw him wink at me and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Antonio Brown, act more hurt than what he really was or not. I don't know. But my point is, and will always be, what would be the point of him acting like he's hurt? The flag was already thrown. Now, of course, you can argue he didn't know the flag was thrown. Whatever. You guys I'm sure you understand my point. The flag would have been thrown regardless. So whether this man was concussed or not, whether he was concussed or not, it was going to be a penalty. So I don't understand why Pacman Jones keeps doing that. And then now he's going as far as saying, we going to see, you know, if he doesn't play, then I will apologize. What does that have to do with him playing the next week? I just don't get it. So, I'm kind of losing, I'm not going to say respect, but I don't respect that about Pacman Jones. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Like I said, it has nothing to do with the fact that he was hit, the penalty flag was thrown, and that is it. That is it. You know, I don't know if how bad he was injured goes into effect when do they take that into account when they decide how long he's going to be suspended? I don't know. I don't think they do. Either way, the action happened regardless. So if you got any beef, the beef should be the flag shouldn't have been thrown. That's it. You shouldn't have nothing to do with what Antonio Brown did after the fact. And the last thing I would say about Pacman Jones, he may have a point about Joey Porter. From what I understand, Joey Porter, was okay to be out there, or I guess the refs overlooked it because of the quote-unquote severity of Antonio Brown's injury. And I say quote-unquote because I'm going to be fair. I don't know what really happened. But because of everyone, it appeared to myself and everyone else that this man was really injured, the refs overlooked the fact that the assistant coach was out there. Now, the fact that Joey Porter, got into Pacman Jones' head, again, that's your accountability. You have to be accountable for your own actions, brother. That's on you. Whether that man said something or not, you should have settled down in that moment. You should have been smart enough to know, like, whatever, man, get off the field. You got to recognize the situation. Now, I'm a man just like everybody else. I know emotions run high when somebody says something to you, somebody get to chirping. I understand that. But you have to be smarter than that, knowing the situation. A flag was just thrown. So you have to be smarter than that to know that if you do anything else, you're putting the Steelers in prime position, like they did, to kick the field goal. So I think Pacman Jones and Vontaze Burfict can definitely thank themselves for being a part of the reason why they lost that game. The biggest reason why they lost, in my opinion, Jeremy Hill. You don't fumble the ball, none of that comes into play. None of that is a factor if you don't fumble that ball. So it is what it is, guys. But I just wanted to do a quick vlog, man, to give you my thoughts on that. Definitely sound off in the comments. I want to see how you guys feel. Some of you guys that may know Vontaze Burfict more than I do as far as a player, his history or what have you. Just give me your thoughts on how you feel about the suspension. Was it warranted? As well as, Pacman Jones' claims. How do you feel about that? So, all right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, hit that like button, and let me know what you think. Once again, guys, thanks for coming by. And if you want to interact with me live, head on over to Sim Standard Radio every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with Smitty and Azure Effect. The call-in number for the show is down in the description. Now, of course, for more content, go ahead and click the link above. And before you go, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, lights out.